Okay. All right. Hey, Team Shine. Welcome, girls, to the call. Thank you for being on here. I'm so stinking grateful for you. You have no idea. So thank you for being you. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for lighting me up all day, because on Tuesdays, I get so excited because I'm like, okay, it's team call day. I have to be a legit coach today. And I got to think about what I'm actually doing, and I got to try to teach it. So a couple quick things. You guys know Super Saturday's coming, right? So April 8th and 9th. Be there or be square. You know, I'm all about live events because they change my game always. So that's super important. And then we have the summit group up. I have not done much with it except for post that you need a phone charger. So I think if any of you watching the replay, you can comment below, or you can just search the Team Shine Coach group for everything under the sun, because I just posted about it last week. And I think we need to go live and talk about hotel stuff. Tab, maybe you and I should talk about that, because we have a bunch of stuff reserved, but we just want to make sure that we want you guys to know, because if there's a room that's reserved and only 3 people are in it, the price is going to go up. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? So I'm kind of getting a little nervous. Like, that's why I'm like, book it alone so you get the cheapest rate. Like, I don't know, because I can't pay the balance. You know what I mean?
No.
So.
And we have one room that's empty right now that I can give back. We can cancel right away if we don't have enough people coming. So yeah, we should totally talk about that.
Is that the one that Claudia was going to join?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So Michelle and my room have one spot for one more person to share a bed with Bianca.
Okay, cool. Because there's 6 people in each room, which is like $73 plus taxes a night or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, U.S.
American. Yeah.
Yeah, American. Okay. Well, cool. So we need to figure out summit, and then sneak peek coming up next Thursday, which we have committed to doing it monthly, but you know, Tab and Michelle are kind of running it right now. But Kate, like, you and Tara have coaches to add to it, then it would be sort of fun to give you like a quick little 5-minute, like at least sharing your story in there.
Totally.
Yeah.
So Tara and I,
a lead up.
What's that? A lead up? Yeah.
Like a lead up, because like we go live at 9, right? But if we add all our people in the morning, and then we could just have like the coaches sharing their story randomly live throughout the day, leading up to our power hour.
Heck yeah. And we could put everybody on one big image and make it look really cool.
That'd be sick.
So good. So good. By the way, Michelle, you totally killed it. Michelle went live for first time last month, and I just about cried my eyes out and peed my pants because I was so freaking proud.
Fluid coming out of all places.
That's awkward.
It's not awkward at all. Welcome to the call. Okay.
Yeah.
So Tara asked me, she was like, how do I talk about the sneak peek? And so I will post the invite that I made in my challenge group. I'll post it under this replay recording just to kind of, I don't know, just show you guys what I wrote. And I made an actual event in my challenge group, and I made a general invite because I know there's a lot of people that are like flies on the wall that don't necessarily private message, but they watch and they study. And so I do that for those people, and then I privately message and boldly ask other people, you know, just like, hey girl, you should check this out. I think you'd be really amazing at it. And I just told Tara, basically, I tell people, hey, it's an hour long. There's 2 to 3 coaches that go live within that hour. They usually do a prize or something fun for people, you know, asking questions and engaging on the live videos. And, you know, it's just quick. I was on a call with Brittany Powers, which if we have time, I would love to go over my notes that she shared with us, but she does a 3-day sneak peek. A lot of coaches, like I was doing 5-day, then I did the 6-day, and now we're doing an hour just because I feel like our attention span is nothing these days. So I'm like, just bust it out. They're going to talk with you one-on-one if they're going to sign up. So they don't need this drawn-out process of like, our team cycle bonuses, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we can send them a Michael Newman video if we need to do it with that. So anyways, that's next Thursday at 8 Pacific Standard Time. And then our coach count that I'm going to do every team call, we're down 3 coaches this week, so I was a little sad to announce that. We were 256 last time I announced it, and now we're 253, so we need to up our recruiting. We need to not be shy. We need to really think about why the heck we're here, because if we don't believe in why we're here and we're not feeling free enough or confident enough to share it, then we should probably have a really serious gut check. Because you know, we need to all be recruiting. We need to all be adding because our volume grows. Like Kate, you and Tara are right there by each other. Your volume grows. That means your paychecks grow. Devin's right on that same spot with you, you know? So there's a lot of benefit to working together and just growing volume. That's what we're here for, because team cycle bonuses are 90% of my paycheck. So we can only sell so many challenge packs. We need to start recruiting. If you guys need help, go to YouTube. Go watch other coaches. All I do is study other coaches and breathe in their videos, and then I put it in my own language. That's all you do. No one knows what's perfect because no one's been a coach before that you're signing up. So you don't have to be perfect to do this, right? So that's just my encouragement to you, is you don't have to be perfect. And when they can hear your voice and when you get on the phone one-on-one with them, or you're doing voice memos with them, that is the best way to do it, because they can truly hear your heart. And I think that's crucial. So any questions on any of that, you guys? I'll try to like break and do questions, so it's not just me talking, because I really don't like the sound of my own voice. I was not meant to be a teacher, so here I am teaching. God's funny.
If you guys want, like, if you guys didn't watch oh my Lord, let's try that again. If you guys listened to the National Wake Up Call the other day, the one lady was talking about her live VIP. No, it wasn't National Wake Up Call. Okay, in one of my coach groups, she talks about the fact that she has a Facebook group for her VIP chat, like a VIP Facebook group for her challengers, to go live in, instead of doing that whole really annoying live thing to the challenge tracker app. So I go live in that group during my challenges to talk to my challengers, and I give them points for like checking the live video and commenting on it. So I plan on going live in that group to talk about the coaching opportunity.
Okay, so you have a separate group for your VIP
challengers.
I like it.
So if anybody is having a hard time getting like engagement and stuff, and they want people to like, because I love doing live videos with my challengers, and I thought that's a perfect place for people to hear my voice and to hear me talk about the coaching opportunity, because I have like a dedicated audience of people who already love me and trust me, and I'm going to use that to my advantage.
Do it. I love it. And, you know, I hate to go over the Brittany Powers call because she was with us for 45 minutes. I won. Okay, guys, there are every region in the US and Canada. Corporate peeps picked 15 to 20 people that have never been 5-star elite, but they are elite contenders because so we were premier. So we essentially, elite is the next step. And there was only 8 of us on the call. Now, some people maybe couldn't have jumped on live, but that was such a small group for the people that won this call with Brittany. So I was shocked. Like, I'm always still like, how am I only like 1 of 8? And you guys, if you put the work in, you realize, dang, I'm actually pretty good at this. Like, I can do more. I can do more. And it makes you want to push, and it makes you go like, well, I'm already doing the right stuff. Why don't I just do more of the right stuff? And then more stuff will happen. And then my team will grow faster, or my income will grow faster, or, you know, whatever it is that you're looking to do, your confidence is going to grow faster, you know? So I was pretty pumped. And she was saying, Michelle, you'll want to hear this. She goes live in her coach group Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and just talks about, you know, she just kind of pours her heart out to them. She'll cry with them. She'll talk about what she read in her personal development book. She will basically show face. And so what Michelle was saying about showing face in her VIP group, I think is pretty powerful, because I don't go live. I mean, we go live, I guess, Tab. Like, we go live in the coach group, but it's just it was cool to hear what she does. So, okay, recognition. Are you guys ready?
Can I ask about inviting?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So, like, do you invite anyone and everyone, or do you really kind of look for people who have something, I don't know.
I mean, to be honest,
because I'm seriously just, you know, starting, and I don't have any real coaches under me. So
yeah,
like, how do you start?
My first coach, I signed up as a discount just because that's all I really knew how to do, since I signed up as a discount coach in the first place. And she's the one that kind of trained herself and was asking me questions. Paige Ellington is her name. She's in the coach group. Not really, a little bit, maybe. She's in my challenge group. She kind of quit the business. But so after that point, after I saw like, oh my goodness, I have someone who is doing this with me. It was really awkward the way it happened because she was like coaching me. She's like, hey, what's a success starter? I was like, I have no idea.
Let me look.
I do Success Club 5 every month. What's your name? I don't know my name. Okay. So then after that, I kind of went for everybody because I really wanted to get to Diamond. And so I just figured, you know what, if it's a numbers game and if I ask people and as long as I put it in their ears, something magical could happen. I mean, it's like even starting out, like Kate, when you got your first commission, like didn't something magical happen inside of you? Weren't you like, wait a second, wait a second? And so that's what you want for people. You want those, like, you want to at least put it out there. So honestly, now at this point, I kind of feel people out. I usually, as long as they're remotely active in the challenge group, or at least I feel like they're even answering my personal messages, because I help a lot of people. You guys see my numbers. A lot of people don't even reply to my personal messages or even start the program. So again, just because you're hitting Success Club 5 does not mean your business is going to grow super fast. My business gets stalled out, and I don't know why. I still don't know why people, but it's 20% of the people are going to do this stuff, 80% aren't, right? So I just kind of feel people out, and I usually within the first month, especially if I can feel like they're gung-ho, I'll bring it up and I'll at least invite them to Super Saturday, or I'll just be like, have you ever considered this? Or I think you would be great. Or I just let them sit in the challenge group and let them watch. But I have been a little more lately. There's a couple people that I'm letting my relationships build a little bit more. And then I might hit them with the full on, we need a phone call. You are this, this, and this. That's why I would want you on my team. We need to just have a quick 10, 15-minute call about it. Please. Like, I just want to talk to you about this opportunity, you know? So I'm kind of getting a little more that route because I want it to be more pointed. But I would just, I don't know. What do you think, Tab? Michelle? Like, what do you guys do? Like, Tab, you're really good at recruiting coaches. You're probably, I mean, well, you know, like you're good at retaining them too once you get them. Like they're very loyal.
I think I get people on, yeah, for sure. Like when it comes to recruiting coaches, I don't think that I full out just look for coaches right off the get-go. I target my challengers always, right. because I got excited about Beachbody by having discovered the results that Beachbody can give me. And those are the easy sells, the ones that have gotten their own results. So I would just first focus on recruiting challengers and then talk to those people about the coaching opportunity. And I think, I'm trying to think of how I always seem to say the same thing over and over. First of all, it's the Shakeology. Like, do you want the discount? Because I don't like anybody paying full price for Shakeology if they don't have to. I always offer the discount. And then second, make a little extra income on the side for little family holidays and clothes, getting your eyebrows microbladed. So that's how I've seemed to recruit. I don't have any guy coaches. I have one, that's my husband, but he's not a coach really. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, the challenge, and what I meant by that was all my challengers. And now when I'm talking with someone who seems like they get it, I can tell they've already looked into this, I can tell they're already sold from the beginning of our conversation, then those are the people that I'll offer VIP to right up front. And when I offer VIP, it's always listed in there like, you could get your costs covered if you had 3 people on Shakeology. And even that, I mean, I don't know why I don't attract more business builders. I have no idea why. I don't know where they are, but my husband's the one that got me on it, and I wasn't thought about that crap. Matt's the one that like thought about all the stuff and like told me I'd be good at it. And so I have to think about all the stuff he said to me, and it took a long time. It took me a year after I started TurboFire to freaking do coaching. Okay. So you have to really think about like, never stop inviting. Listen to the Bonnie Engel call. Invite them.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off there, Stacy. There's a really great podcast that Shalene does with this guy named Bob. I think I might've voice memoed this to you girls before. But Bob talks about how our business, he's in a different networking market. But he says that we get so scared to talk to those people who we don't think need coaching, but those are the people we want as our business builders, the ones who don't need it. because they're the ones that usually see the value and will make it. It's like that person who's successful already, you're scared to approach that person because you're scared they're going to have these objections that you won't have an answer for. But those are usually the people that would take this and run with it and not require a ton of direction, because they'll see the value in it themselves because they're already smart and successful with something else. They kind of know already how to make something successful and just run with it. So not being serious, like if you're just approaching just for a coach, like just recruiting coaches, I thought that was a really great opinion, and a great insight is to go for the people who you would least expect to be a coach. Those are probably your most successful coaches.
Yeah, Lindsay Metway said that like at my first summit when she did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I always think that in the back of my head. I'm like, who am I not thinking about right now?
Exactly. That's exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I not thinking about?
And check this out. What was I going to say? Dang it. Oh, think about a lot of people. Like I was just voice memoing with Tara today, and I was like, not to be rude, but these girls that are sending me their before photos, like they need this. And it is so powerful to me to look at their before photos and just go, oh my gosh, they're going to feel so much better. Like it brings so much passion to me when I see those photos come in, not to be rude. And Tara's like, she's so funny. She's always like, no, I got it. I got what you're saying. You're not trying to be rude, cause I'm like this. Okay. But think about how long it takes to lose 40 pounds. That takes a while. So I'm kind of letting people marinate, and I'm just really nurturing. I'm watering, I'm fertilizing, I'm nurturing, I'm checking in on a personal level, because we're always friends first and then business partners. So, just really, it's a relationship business. And that's, I think, maybe one of the toughest things about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Life would be so much easier if we weren't in any relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mama could go to bed every night just at peace. Okay. But I have a husband and kids and all of that. So anyway, not to be funny, but it's kind of funny.
Not to be funny.
Or to think I'm funny.
You're funny.
I always make you laugh. I
know.
make you laugh. Okay. So Kate, does that help a little bit? Like, what are you thinking? Is there anyone right now that you're like, ooh, I want to ask her, but I'm nervous?
No, but it is helpful. And I have one VIP coach, but she's been turned off because she tried to return her Shakeology and they made her mail back the entire challenge pack, and they haven't received it, and it's a mess. So she's like, I honestly don't know if I'm going to continue. I really want the Shakeology, but
Did you call for her?
What? Have I called for her?
Yeah.
No, I keep offering. She's like, you've been so great. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm like.
Yeah, just call on behalf of her anyways. I've done that before.
Yeah.
I just call. Like, whatever, I'll just do it. Because sometimes that little extra touch is all it takes for someone to think. And all of a sudden, like, once everything is fixed and they've got Shakeology in their hand and they're like, oh, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
And you start to do that for their people if they ever do it too, which is really cool. Because I know people feel bad about inconveniencing you. And it's like, why? This is my job.
Yeah.
It's really fun. And I know the company, and no, I can jump through hoops for you. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like, let me.
Yeah.
Well, and that's great. And you can always just remind her, like, this never happens. Like,
right.
95% of the time, service is meant. Like, it doesn't really happen to me that much. I don't know why, but I know it does happen. So it sucks. And I just, just kind of remind her, like, it's a bigger picture, right? It's about people. It's not their customer service is what it is, and we can't control that. And the awesome part is we don't have to stack boxes in our garage and mail them out ourselves and deal with customer service ourselves. So the big picture is it's way amazing. But yeah, just keep working on her. Keep that positive vibe,
Yep.
And I just think that's the most important thing is just stay in communication. So, well, good. I love, Kate, that can you come to Super Saturday?
I think so. I don't know for sure. We've got family birthdays and stuff, so we'll see.
I know. I denied a weekend at the beach house with my aunt and uncle because of Super Saturday. I was like, nope, I have work. Like, I just don't even play at this point because it's too important to me. I get so much out of it. But
I liked your idea of inviting potential coaches to Super Saturday, though. I hadn't thought about that.
I mean, you hear on National Wake Up Calls, you guys, all the time. Like, these people that all of a sudden they got their first paycheck in that moment, that light bulb went off in their head, or they went to their first Super Saturday.
That was Charisse. Charisse wasn't a coach. She came to her first Super Saturday and then signed up after.
See, I know there's something beautiful. So that's why it's like anything you can think of, invite them to something. That's cool. Okay, good. Well, do you guys want to talk about recognition real quick? Okay, so I told Tab last time we did a coach call, it was like, I don't know, an hour and 15 minutes. And I was like, I promise we're keeping it an hour. Forgive me. It's an hour. Like, you guys, we need to go to bed, right? Like, sleep is very important for us. So we can't go too long. But I just kind of wanted to run through some of the things that I do. And please, at the end of, I'll go through what I do with challengers. And I'm not consistent every single week, obviously, for those of you in my challenge group that you can see. And then I'll go over coaches. So be thinking about what you guys are doing with your challengers and then add it on to whatever I didn't say. And then we'll go through the coaches. Okay. Are we good? Okay. So for some of the things in my challenge group, I've been doing, I just started the first of the year, like challenger of the week. And it's kind of tricky to keep track of it, but obviously you can go through and see the members of your challenge group. So it's not that bad, but I have some discount coaches in there too that I want to recognize. So I kind of switch back and forth between retail customers and discount coaches. So challenger of the week basically can even look like I'm going to recognize Sarah Cedarland, who is a VIP coach. And she thought about doing the business, but she decided against it because her husband wasn't quite on board and she's got 2 little kids. But I'm going to shout her out in the challenge group this week because she adds a ton of value. She posts all of her meals. And I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep it maybe like just one quick little paragraph of a shout out and I put challenger of the week on her image. And I'm going to use her before and after image that she let me have. Or you just grab their profile picture. It's always safe, right, to grab a profile picture. So don't ever feel bad about that. Because when I first started, I was like, crap, what do I do? How do I get a picture of them? Like, this is awkward and crazy and I don't want to offend anyone. And so that really, I think, builds people up because then it keeps them going, right? Because they're like, well, what is she going to say about me when I'm challenger of the week? I better show up every day, or I better keep showing up in here. That's what you want, right? Recognition is that fourth vital behavior because of that. Like, people love to feel important. That is why we are coaches, is because someone made us feel important and now we get to help other people feel important. So another awesome way to, and Michelle, I know you love the Tracker app, is to run recognition contests through the Tracker app, because all you have to do is log into the coach portal and look and see how many people have logged their Shakeology and logged their workout. Now you can give them a heads up and be like, this week, home fries, we are running a challenge. And whoever logs every single shakeout for 7 days and every single workout gets a prize, or gets put into the drawing for a prize, right? So we know that Shakeology and the workouts change people's lives. And if we can keep them hooked and logged on, then that is going to give them better results, which means they will become a Beachbody advertisement, basically, that will get the results they actually told us they wanted in the long run. And I'm going to pull up the chat, Michelle, so I can see.
The guest, right? You'd pay for the guest ticket?
There is no guest ticket for my Saturday, for mine.
Oh, you have to pay for a guest ticket? Because ours is free.
It usually always is. This is the first time I've been that there isn't one.
Bummer. I wouldn't, just because I really firmly believe that you have to pay for things to make them valuable. And if someone gives you something, it's not going to be valuable.
Cool. Because as soon as you said invite someone, I was like, I have a girl who didn't, from my last, from our last sneak peek, who I'm like shocked she didn't sign. So I want to bring her.
Well, and I always offer to drive if they are willing to meet me somewhere, and I never like bring up parking or gas ever. So that's just like, if they offer me, great. If not, I just write it off and whatever, because that's on them if they want to offer to pay for gas or parking. So that's what I do.
Cool.
But yeah, that's a great question. So yeah, Tracker app is easy. And then you know what, you guys, a lot of coaches they introduce their new VIPs into the challenge group to kind of spur on, like, whoa, oh, I've seen her posting. Oh, now she's a coach now. Well, she saves on her Shakeology. Now, this is the thing about discount coaches though, you guys. Like we earn team volume off of them. And yes, I started as a coach and I watched for a year and a half before I started coaching. So there's potential, but you don't honestly make that much money unless you help them grow a business. So, just pick and choose. What are your goals are? Do you need instant income right now? Then you may need Shakeology customers on retail so that you can earn that $32 a month off of their bag coming. If you are here to grow a business and you're in it for the long haul, like long-term 2 to 3 years, then do whatever you want to do. It speaks to my heart. I don't know how Josh signed. I don't know why he hates discount coaches. That's just not my heart. And so I try to teach you guys both ways. But I don't know. So there's that. So you could do that. And then also, of course, so I was really confused at first. I'm like, why would I introduce a VIP coach into my Team Shine coach group? That doesn't make sense to me. I feel like I'm putting pressure on them. And what do I email them? And how do I explain this? Well, now we have voice memo, right? So even if you don't even send an email out, which I do have an email in the Team Shine files, you could just voice memo and be like, girl, I just introduced you into our little coach group. Don't feel any pressure. Turn off notifications if you want, but if you want to sweep about the business and if you have potential to want to get your costs covered, or AKA you could say, or you could kind of, chat with me if you would rather, because you're gonna have people asking about you because you're going to be losing weight and looking fantastic and having energy. So instead of you sending people to me, I would rather you earn the commission, the 25% commission, and get part of your costs covered every month. That's how I talk to them. So you could just voice memo that in the beginning if you're feeling very awkward about adding VIPs to the Team Shine coach group, right? So, that's just how I say it. And I even offer that to people when I'm switching them over from client to discount coach. And sometimes people just don't even care. They don't want the discount. And I'm like, that's fine. I said what I had to say. I'm not, maybe I'll ask you again in like 3 months or something. Like I give them a break. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, so put them in the coach group because Jolene Miller, you guys, she hit Success Club last month and she, okay. So Samantha, Jolene's probably going to watch this. Samantha may or may not. Samantha is a discount coach of mine. She went to Summit with me in 2015, but she didn't do anything with the business after a couple months of hitting Success Club or whatever. And after Summit, she didn't do anything with the business. So Jolene knows Samantha through family members. And so Jolene signed up with me, I think in December maybe was it? And she researched every single file and the entire Coach Online office and then messaged me and she's like, okay, Stacy, I think I want to do this because it's going to keep me more accountable and I'm getting married and I want to be way more fit next year at this time. And I was like, girl, it will keep you more accountable. And so it's kind of fun. Like it's fun, the magical things that can happen, right? So I just want you guys to really keep your minds open with all of this. And then you guys can shout out to clients in your challenge group who send before photos and stats. Even if they took the before photos and they don't want to show you, at least tell them, girl, okay, as long as you took them, keep them on your phone. You do not need to send them to me because I know you're feeling super, like it's too much for you right now, but please just tell me yes, that you took them. And but if they do say that they took them and send you their measurements, you can give them a shout in the group. So what I would do is I would tally up on a Post-it note or somewhere in your planner who sent their before stats to you. And then at the end or like every Monday, be like, okay, guys, this person, this person, this person. And I haven't done this yet. This is something I want to do. They all sent me their before photos. And I know by everything that I've learned that the people that take the before photos actually have better progress because this isn't about us, you guys. This is about them having better results. And any way that we can help them see that there's a method to the madness, they'll have better results. And so you could give them a shout about that. And then, or after stats, you could be like, okay, well, girl, do you want to post this in the challenge group or do you want me to? Because sometimes people don't want to toot their own horn, but if they send me their 21-day fix after photos, I'm going to ask them like, should we post these in the group or not? And just give them because some people will be like, okay, sure. Or you can tell them, I was really scared to share my photos, but something about just sharing them and knowing that it can encourage someone else really did something inside of me to help me stay going, like to keep going. You know, so just it's like getting people to see the big picture. I think that's probably the thing that I've had the hardest time in this business with is that overview of why they're doing what they're doing, you know, because people don't like to just follow rules. They need to know why on an emotional level they're doing something. And then does anyone have anything to say before I have a couple more on this? You guys okay? You following me? Say I. That's what Tony Robbins says. Say I. And we're like, I in the audience. We're like, oh, Tony, I love you. Okay, so then you could do what's that? Yeah, my boyfriend, Tony Robbins. He has really big teeth, by the way. It's kind of crazy. And he had the ugliest sneakers on, and they were not Skechers. They were probably like some designer, but the sole was this thick. And I was like, Tony, listen, get cuter shoes. I thought you were cute.
Talk with your wife.
He's so funny. He can't be my boyfriend anymore because he had Sketcher-like shoes on. So you can get a transformation board. I just went to Target today, and I'm so proud of myself because I finally stopped procrastinating, and I got off my butt, and I went to Target, and I got a big white board, and I save their pictures to my camera roll when they email them or Facebook message them. So I'm really not cool. Like Michelle, I still don't know how to tap this stuff on my phone. But I'm going to take the photo and I'm going to email it to myself, and then I'm going to send it to Costco, and I'm going to print off my girls' before photos at Costco, and then I'm going to put them on the board, and I'm going to take a photo of the board, and I'm going to say, listen, my husband can't see this. No, I don't know if I can bring that up or not. I'm like, my husband works out in this room too. Sorry, guys. But I want to hang it in my workout room, and I'm just going to do this whole thing about the transformation board. And the goal that they gave me when they started, regardless if the pounds are off, because we all know that muscle weighs more than fat, and the 40 pounds is probably going to be more like 30, but their inches are going to be down. And so do a transformation board like that. Go to Coach Jace. You can study her Instagram and see where she posts about her transformation board, because that's where I got the idea. She's not all over Instagram, really cute. She's actually in our upline. She is sponsored by Chris Ballmer, FYI. Tab, you probably knew that. Coach Jace, yeah. And so you can do that. And then also, you guys, you can do swag gifts with like a team logo, or so you can go to Fiverr. I think that's how you say it. FIVERR, I think is how you spell it. You can get a $5 logo, super cheap. So if you've got a team name in mind, you can go to this website and just tell them kind of what you want and do it that way, or just get your team name on a tank, or you can send like cute little rubber bracelets. I've heard this on a National Wake Up Call, or like any kind of little inexpensive bracelet and have some sort of mantra on it. And you can mail it out to challengers, and then they can be responsible to mailing it out to someone else that they want. Someone in the group that's inspired them, because the whole idea is to get everyone to love each other, right? Like that's what a team is. I didn't say team sports. This goes over my head so often I can't handle it. I really need to probably start playing a team sport, actually, and make me a better coach for all of you guys. But, getting them to love each other is the most important thing. And so you could do a fun little bracelet mail out thing. Swag is always good. Let's see. Okay. Anything else on the challengers, guys? Any other thoughts? Like, I know, Kate, you guys do Win It Wednesday, and then you announce the winner on Thursday, and you mail a gift of some sort.
And we also last month started Shout Out Sunday and did like kind of Challenger of the Week, but as a Shout Out Sunday.
Ooh, I love it. That is so awesome.
No prizes, just feel good about yourself, basically.
Cool. Has there been a good response so far?
Yeah. And it's interesting to see people say, oh, thank you. And shoot, I better stay motivated and keep working hard,
Yeah, we're paying attention, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You can see me through the computer. Dang it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michelle, do you have anything?
I'm just starting to implement a bunch of these things as well. I think this last challenge group didn't do great for me because I thought that it would do it. I thought that it would go on its own. I had all my posts automatically scheduled, and I thought I could just like log in and out every day and check in and this and that. So I kind of took a lot of my own heart out of it, and I wasn't like recognizing people, and I just sort of wanted it to fly and do its own thing. And that was a big learning thing for me. was that I wasn't showing up in my challenge group being as vulnerable as I want my people to be. And so I'm just committing to showing up as a challenger in my next one again, like I have before, instead of just like checking in and checking out, trying to knock it off my to-do list, but bringing it back to being something that like I'm actually being vulnerable and a part of. So, and I'm doing the recognition thing this time around as well, just a recognition, just a shout out to people of like who's our superstars for this week, and get your name up here and have a little friendly competition, see if you can knock someone off the board.
That's fun.
I'm a competitive person, right? So it's like, don't see this as something that you are sad that you didn't do. See it as your chance to kick someone's name off the board.
Yeah.
And I'm doing like a little point system, because I was listening to one girl. I like giving prizes away. I enjoy doing that in my challenge groups. It costs me money I don't have right now, to be honest. But I'm just being faithful that God wants to be generous and to encourage people in that way. So I'm just going to do it. And so I like doing that. And I'm doing kind of like a point system. So the person who hits the challenger of the week is also going to be somebody who's not just showing up in their workouts, but this person's going to be somebody who's engaging in the group. And I've also tossed it out in my first email to my challengers. I offered them one of 2 books to pick from for personal development. So they've done that as well, because then if we can get our challengers doing personal development, they're already doing so much of what a coach is doing. And they're starting to see the value in just what we do as coaches, right? So if I can get that one extra step in there for them, and it'll help change their mindset, keep them engaged, keep them going, keep them positive. So and then it'll just be like pop-up live videos in that live group I was talking about. So it's like, go over there and comment. And if you comment live, like I'm going live tonight at 8. And if you comment while I'm live, you get 10 extra points to your end of your challenge thing.
Wow. So do you keep track of their challenge points then, or do you make them keep track?
Haven't done it yet, so I don't know.
I know, because I feel like it would be kind of exhausting to keep track of theirs.
Yeah, but I feel like if I'm doing it weekly and I just write out who the weekly winner was, then if that person won like 2 or 3 times, I don't think I'm going to actually like track it to the point. There's always one person that sort of stands out overall, right? Mm-hmm. So you look at who's logged whatever. And if you've got, say, 2 people who have logged the exact same amount through the challenge, but maybe one of them engaged a bit more and chose to do personal development and posted about it, they're going to win.
Yeah. Check this out. Every time you talk, I think of what Brittany Powers said on the call Monday. She said, whatever you do, your people are going to do half of that. And I was like, holy snap, Shasta. As a coach, think about it. I'm hitting SC10. You're hitting SC5. So like, how do I go up so that you guys can meet me? So like for you as a challenger in your own group, you're busting your balls in that challenge group. They're going to meet half of that energy. So it really did make me go, I got to step it up. Everything. But if you want to take days off, let's be honest, we can't work.
No, I take Sundays off. I tell everyone I don't comment or post at all on Sundays.
Fantastic. Yeah. Or like Friday nights, Saturdays, I don't work really. Because
I only check in once a day.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been very good this past couple of weeks.
I just pop in the morning when I do my workout. I do my post. I spend a good amount of time commenting on all the posts from the night before or the day before, and then I don't touch it.
Well, I've been good about posting in there. I just haven't been good about commenting and liking. But I pretty much do. If you were to see, you'd be like, Stacy, you do a good job. But I'm hard on myself. So, but the cool thing is, too, guys, is when inspiration strikes, it doesn't strike when we necessarily want it to, but it will strike. And we need to move when we get those creative thoughts. So that's why I love live, is because you can feel creative, you can feel energetic, you can feel whatever, and you can immediately go live on that emotion. And it could be whatever time of day, it doesn't matter. You know, as long as you're showing up and they can feel you, see you, hear your words, feeling it out, you know? So just know that it doesn't take hours and hours. You just need to do it when you're hot, you know? Love it. Okay. Well, so do you guys want to talk about coaches then for recognition? I mean, a lot of you see what I do, but I just kind of wrote a little list. Okay. So for coaches, I don't care. Like even Kate, you have 2 coaches. You have your hubby and 1 more. Like, so as brand new as you are feeling, even though you're not brand new, but you're actually awesome at engaging in the group, by the way. I love your energy so much. Like every time you comment and post, I'm like, yes, like I just feel you, girl. So thank you for being you. And that, like, obviously Michelle and Tab, like you guys know, mad love. Mad Stacy dog love for y'all. But I want to tell Kate that because she's so new. And like, so when I was new, I didn't know that I needed a personally sponsored group. And so when I was Diamond, I just had the Team Shine coach group, which I just had a couple other coaches that had a couple other coaches in there. But one of our friends who we met at Shalene Johnson's MIA event, they were like, you need a PS group. And we're like, well, why? We're so small. And she's like, you're going to get bigger, duh. And so make it now. Make a PS group. I know, Michelle, you have one. And even if you just did something funny, like every week you made her challenge or coach of the week in the cover photo or something stupid. Like just make her feel special and just start recognizing her any chance you can get, right? Like even if you're small. So when I first started,
even though she hasn't even done anything yet and is still waiting for her Shakeology to arrive because the first
Coach of the week. You're a rock star.
dude, you just
Way to keep showing up.
No. So here's the thing, because when I was new, I would sit on my phone, I'd be watching TV, because that's before I gave up TV for coaching. Okay, I watch TV once in a while, but let's be honest, I kind of work a lot. And so I would sit and I'd make my little word swag, because I'd have 3 coaches on the board. And it was the most precious thing. And I felt heartbroken because I felt like such a freaking failure. If you guys feel like a failure today, that means you're winning. Okay, so just know. I'm like, I'm making this in word swag right now. Like, I have no coaches. And my friend Julie Henderson, she started coaching. Like, I mean, she was a little bit above the game as me. Matt and I still go, she has so many freaking coaches on her team. So many. And I'm like, I have 253. And I've been doing it this way. But like, guys, we're so mighty and we're so fierce. And I love that we're small because she dropped Tab. She was saying that half of her network like died last year. So it's like the bigger you are, the harder you fall. And we have so much heart. So I don't even care. That's why I'm so grateful for you guys. But just know that when you're making your image on Word Swag, you can maybe use, and Tab, you gave this idea in the group, do a photo with their SC points on it and make a collage instead of just a blank hot pink background with 3 names on it, because it's going to be more engaging. So do that, please, for the love of God, all you new people. And that was the coolest image that I saw. And there was probably 10 coaches on that image. And she just said top producers. I can post it under this call. I still have it saved on my phone. And it was so great, because even if you have one coach who has one successful point, like Michelle says, like we talk about, even if you have one person on your team call, you're going to show up every week for that one person. And you're going to be so flipping grateful for that one person. If you go live and you have a one person viewing you, be grateful, because when you lead with that gratitude, you're not going to feel like such a loser. Because you'll be like, I'm cool. I got one person. It's all good. It's all good. It's going to grow because it has to, because I'm putting it out there and I'm affirming myself that I'm in the right place and they're going to find me because I'm building it. Take that one to the bank, because that one hasn't been said before. So if you build it, they will come.
They will come.
Yeah. So, another great way, you guys, is to do public posts, right? Like if you have a new coach, go to, who do I stalk? One of the coaches, Jacqueline Stokes. Does that sound familiar? I think that's who, I don't even know her name, and I stalk her.
No idea.
Posted about a new coach today on her Facebook, and I was like, dude, she's 3-time elite. Why is she posting about one chick who's a new coach on her team? I know she recruited. If she's elite, she's recruiting probably 20 coaches a month, right? And so, or however many, I don't know the numbers exactly. So do it on, you could just be like, new coach join, and then put your team out there, because people need to watch and see what you're doing so that they know there's something to join. Even if you feel like it's going on deaf ears, like even Tara's All-Star thing. People don't know what All-Star is. But
that was so good.
Because I just don't care anymore. You know, they can unfollow my butt. But so even if it's a new coach, and if it's a Transformation Tuesday, make sure that you're giving your challengers shout outs. Be like, can I use you as a Transformation Tuesday? I know it's going to inspire so many. It's going to inspire a mom who is just like you. You know, think about that mom that was just like you before you lost X amount of pounds. And it can be 5 pounds. Come on. I used to want to give my right arm to lose 5 pounds. So, and then for a new coach too, if they don't want to do a coach launch, offer to do a Transformation Tuesday and say, this can kind of be your coach launch. Okay. So I'm going to post it and toot your horn, because you're a little too shy right now to toot your own horn, and I'll tag you, and it will be a great way to get your story out. So I think I did that with Tara, Kate. That was kind of like the thing.
And Tara did it with me.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny. So whatever you like, you're going to offer that to your team. So you could do, like, I'm kind of bummed I didn't do top producers, because we had such a killer February, and I should have done it. Like, Tab, you've done that before, top producers image, where it's like your team and their numbers and different things on it. So I don't know what my problem is with that, but you know, once they hit diamond, top producers at the end of the month, talk about success starter a lot to people. Make that a huge deal in the beginning, because if you don't bring it up and if you're not gung-ho about it when you sign a new coach, you don't want them to miss out. And if they don't know about it, yeah, because you missed the first month, didn't you? Was it the first?
I have like not been starting coaches. Like I feel like I've just failed them. I have not told them, I think, what they need to know, and done getting started right calls well with them. I need a better, I feel like I've let them down for sure in that area. Just didn't.
Well, did you talk about Success Starter? Or
No, I don't think so. I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? There's no perfect way. And honestly, if they wanted it, they could have looked it up. Because like I said, Paige, my coach that I signed up, she's like, Stace, I want to be a Success Starter. I was like, what is Success Starter? So she wanted it. She looked it up herself. So do not blame yourself. Know that it's not, it's a learning lesson. Please do not let that hold you back. Because we would be.
I think it's just me thinking about better ways to talk to people, not really like holding myself back. And like my girls have been chewing up information. It's just, I think, something that's easy to miss.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that I'm starting people off simply enough.
I know. And so when you're rattling off Super Saturday and Coach Summit and Success Starter, and it's all numbery and coach lingo-y, and it freaks people out.
Yeah.
So, but it could fall on deaf ears, or it could fall on ears who are hungry. You don't know. You just have to know that there's a checklist, and you just have to cover them. Because if you've covered your bases, at least you've told them, and you're not like, oh, sorry, I wasn't sure about that you wanted that. You know what I mean?
If you need a checklist, go to Stacy Rody's YouTube video channel. You have a checklist that you use, and you did a coach call on the Getting Started Right call, I think. And I just screenshotted the checklist that she has in that video, and that's just the outline that I use. I think there's like 7 points on it.
And I think the image is in the Team Shine Coach group, and the
Is
video.
it?
And I think I had it at one point. I just wasn't prepared for signing coaches up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I mean, that's just the name of the game, you know, and that's how we learn. I mean, I was roller skating with the kids, and they're like, Mom, I don't want to fall. I'm really bad at roller skating. And I was like, you have to fall to be good. And you know what? Mommy still falls, and I have to learn so that I can be better. And they're like, okay, I am a good skater. I'm like, yes, you keep affirming yourself. You are a good skater. You just haven't become that person yet. You know, that's what Shalene says all the time. She's like, I want you to fail. That's how you're going to learn. And I'm like, okay. Okay, so talk about Success Starter. Talk about All-Star. Be like, okay, I want you to be All-Star. You've got 1 month down. You have 11 to go. You know, get that in their head just through quick personal messages, quick little things. Compliment, question, comment, little things in personal messages or voice memos. Talk to them about, the Team Beachbody swag. Make sure that they get that after every program so they can wear it to Summit and have like 85 tank tops. And they'll be like, hey, you have to buy one. Shoot, I've never seen one. Talk about 365er. Be like, don't put your Shaco on hold because you'll get this gift and it'll be really cool to post about. Like Matt and I put our Shaco on hold. We didn't get the freaking gold canister for year 2 for 365er, and like we almost got to fight about it. So don't put your Shakeology on hold because Beachbody is now, they didn't used to, they are now sending really cool gifts for 365ers. I was thinking about doing something like that in a cover photo for my challenge group talking about 365ers. Okay, so I think I'm done. Oh, and do what makes you happy. Do what makes it fun for you. When I was listening to Brittany Powers, she was like, I don't even freaking know my points. She kept looking at this like whiteboard on the back of her room, and she's like, because Doug works with her, Doug Moss, and I think he works with like 5 to 12 star. I have to look again. He's a bigwig at corporate. And she's like, Doug just tells me what to keep doing. And she literally recruits 80% of the time. And then she does team calls and she does one-on-one calls, she does GSR calls, but then she doesn't do a lot of one-on-one calls until they go through her 21-day Coach Smart Start. And she'll really stay on them as a new coach in that Smart Start and like tag them. So don't be afraid to tag people in these free groups you're running because they miss the groups, Don't be afraid to message and be like, hey, did you see day 1? I want to make sure you're, seeing it and not missing out. But just do what you love because that's what's fun. Okay, guys, we have 3 minutes. Anything else? No? Does this help, Kate? I hope it helped.
Yes.
Okay. We're kind of doing a lot of it. Don't you feel like, and that's what Doug Moss said at the end of Brittany Powers' call. He sat there and he was, because we asked our questions in the chat and we were just like, yeah, asking all these questions. I'm like, do you have a viral YouTube video? Like what's the percentage of people reaching out to you versus you reaching out to people? Because I always think the people that are freaking top 10, she has been top 10, I think 3 years in a row. And I'm like, she's viral somewhere. There's a secret. I know there is. She's got some like ninjas doing SEO for her. So when they Google Beachbody, her name's at the top of the list. I know it. And so I asked her and she was like, viral? No, I'm not even barely on YouTube. And she kind of laughed at it. And I was like, okay. I was like, you're lying. I know you. Like, I still don't believe her. But then some girl had like snooped her out and saw that she had been on some share for share Instagram stuff because she has 90,000 followers on Instagram. She's like, yeah, I haven't done that for over a year. It didn't really get me on the right pages. I just feel like personally connecting with people is the best way to do it. And she posts and she teaches her team to post 5 times a day. And she herself, so you can go to Brittany Powers. I don't know what her Instagram is. I feel like it's something other than her name, but you can go stalk Brittany Powers.
It's like Mama something. I think there's a Mama in it.
Yeah, so I think it's something a little different. And she's lost quite a bit of weight. She actually looks really, really good. She came and spoke at our last Super Saturday, and she just posts 5 times a day. She's like, guys, I am all over. And she's like, I post the same crap on Instagram as I do on Facebook. But I just always put myself out. It's
Fit Mom Brit. Fit Mom, Fit Brit.
Yes, and it's attraction marketing. So she goes, guess what? If people tell me no, I shake it off because I know that they are going to sign up with me eventually. And I will put them on my streak. So she's the streak. She's like, I'll put them on my streak. I will follow up with them. I have their name. There's never a lack of people to talk to, especially with Facebook. It's just a matter of keeping track of everyone. Can you say I do right there? Like, can you feel me on that? Because that's the hardest part, I feel like, is just keeping track of it and actually treating it like a business. You're reaching out to new people. So she just basically said, I don't care as long as she said she thinks the 4th vital behavior should have been adding to your network. Because when you keep that funnel full of lots of people, 93,000 followers, are you kidding me? I don't know what she does on Instagram, but she found her coach on Instagram. Her coach lives by me. I don't even know what her rank is. And Brittany's like a top 10 coach. And Tara, remember Kate? When she spoke at Super Saturday, and Tara goes, so how does it work when her coach Emma and then her coach is top 10? And I was like, that just means she has a really big power leg that she will never ever.
Oh my gosh.
He has master flushes of volume.
Yes.
No one on our team yet has that benefit. I'm sorry, you guys. It just hasn't happened. We have no one from up above us placing. We have to put in the work ourselves, which makes it better anyway.
Worth it. We'll get there.
Yeah. And so anyway, that was just really good insight. And Doug just sits there and he's like, do you see what I'm saying, you guys? She's doing all the same stuff you're doing. It's just a matter of how much you want to work and how it's all working out, you know? And I was like, there is a secret still. I know there is. Damn it, boss. So anyways, guys, and it's fun. It's really fun to hear these things and go, well, I'm kind of doing that. So I'm just going to keep doing it. And it's going to pay off. I hope that helps you. And I hope you guys sleep good tonight. And I hope Tabby get lots of work done. And you ate enough protein after your hour-and-a-half class. Anything else? No? Yes? No?
I have so many things that I could say, but I think I will save it for another call.
I know. Unless you want to. You girls can log off, Michelle.
Oh, I do actually have something to say. I don't know if you guys saw, and I don't know if it's been spoken about, but there was some clarity in regards to this new policy if you're a part of another multi-level marketing company. Did you guys see this announcement?
I did.
Sorry, Michelle? You saw it? Okay.
What was it?
They're doing a pre-policy to the policy they're implementing. They're just clarifying that it's in effect for people who it doesn't affect people who are discount coaches or people who are not trying to build Beachbody as a business. So people who you can still be a part of another network marketing company if you're not trying to go crazy with Beachbody business. Because they realized that there were people like our Melissa who were in another company. You're still allowed to be.
Yeah.
So they're doing a pre-policy. They're doing like a pre or underwrite to that policy. They're like announcing this policy and then they're going to implement the big policy. So for I'm sure it's basically the same as what they had already, like diamonds and above.
They just freak out when this wine company comes up and everyone leaves. And then, did you see Cassie Hines left?
I know. She's doing Lip Sense.
Yeah. So crazy.
I know. I actually just saw that because I was like, where's Cassie? She's always posting in the diamond groups, but no. Whose was she?
I want to say she was either Josh's or Chris Ballmert's or someone.
I'm with Josh, though. More for me.
Like that?
I was just watching the scroll. And I'm very much so like Josh, and people are like, well, what about this? What about that? And he's like, more for me.
Yeah, seriously.
That's how I feel. More for me.
I'm like, listen, lip gloss never changed my freaking life. So I will never sell lip gloss again. I used to sell it, and it did help me, but now it doesn't.
And the thing is, I think people jump on the trends, whereas I don't feel like Beachbody's a trend. Like it's literally a lifestyle. It's a part of your lifestyle and your habits.
Yeah.
Like Lip Sense is going to be replaced by something else.
For sure it is.
Food,
right?
finance, and fitness. Food, finance, fitness. You can't beat that.
Those aren't going away.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
totally.
Matt and I were up at 5 a.m. and he was working out and then I worked out. That would have never happened if we weren't Beachbody coaches, ever. We would be slowly gaining a half an inch a year. And by the time we were 45, we'd be on cholesterol meds. Lame. I'm not going there. And I don't want anyone else to go there. Because that's how it happens. It's that slow frog in the boiling water.
Mm-hmm.
We got to save people from it.
Yeah.
And this wine MLM freaks me out. Like I just have so many bad vibes from it. And yeah, I have a whole bunch of deep-rooted issues with that whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I'm totally for everyone trying to build their financial dream and do your thing, but just research, find a good company and
just don't poach Beachbody coaches to be in your network. That's where this all started.
Yeah, no, I know. Heck, Beachbody coaches coach each other's coaches.
I know. I couldn't believe it when Josh told me at Summit about that. He's like, don't like other Beachbody coaches like pages because they run ads based on your, I don't know, something. I was like, that's beyond me.
Well, no, but I mean, to be honest though, like any other coaches that you comment or post on, that's going to show up in your friends' feed. Like Luke asked me the other day, who's Alita Steele? And I was like, is she a coach or something? Like, yeah, why? And he goes, oh, I don't know why she keeps showing up in my feed. And it's because Tabitha's always liking or commenting on her stuff. And so if she's liking or commenting on Alita's stuff more than maybe she's getting her own stuff viewed in people's Facebook feed, that's when you find maybe someone's going to go to Alita and you know them and you're like, what? Why do you go through me? I mean, it's just something to be aware of. So I don't like anything.
Sorry, no more likes, Stacy.
Screw you, Kate. Just joking. Well, and that's where I'm like, they're going to connect with one of us. And if they connect with Alita.
And that's it. That's it.
How I feel, right? Like, it's like if I'm liking and commenting on your guys' stuff and someone goes through you versus me, that's okay. Because I want to connect with my people. And if they connect with you over me, then that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that just goes to show, like Samantha and then her friend Jolene knew I had something that she could get on board with. If you're not telling people that they can get on board with something, they're never going to ask you.
Yep.
You never be like, hey, Sam, aren't you a coach? Like, can I join your team? Sam doesn't have a passion for it like I do. You know, and so that's where it's like, hey, I'm on the bus. You coming with me? Because we're leaving.
Exactly.
And that's, you know, I'm like, oh, that's why I keep sharing.
Okay, can I share something with you guys? So on this topic, so my sister was a coach and I joined with Tara instead. And it's been tough. And my sister is not coaching anymore.
She's not?
So, no, yeah, bad.
Wow.
Oh, it's really bad?
Well, no, it's not really bad, but it's awkward. I mean, I'm like best friends with my sister and it's been hard, but I mean, she basically said, you know, if Tara's offering, because the challenge group was what was the most appealing to me.
Yeah. I've had many
people. What made me successful in the first, you know, in my transformation, first of all. And she wasn't offering those. And I don't think she didn't have the same kind of structure in her, you know, coach group. So, but yeah, the whole thing about connecting and going with somebody, and you know, my sister did say, if you want to go with her, she's offering what's going to help you, then do it. But then of course I became a coach and
why don't you sign your sis like someday down the road as a coach and be like, sis, let's make money together. Let's grow this together.
Yeah. She's really now turned off by Beachbody and she felt she was totally defeated. Like, so
did she really want it though?
I don't really know. I mean, she did it to, you know, get Shakeology for free, and I don't really know. I haven't had those conversations with her about it. It's still at the point where it's like, oh, yay, she liked my post. Okay, we're okay about it now, you know?
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's so tough.
Yeah, it's been tough and kind of weird, but I don't think I'd be where I am if I, you know.
Yeah, that's really a
tough choice. So
I picked Tabitha over somebody that thought I should have picked them, but I picked her because she's a Christian and I knew that she would be able to support my walk with Jesus as well as my business, and that was important to me.
Yeah. And
it's not as flippant as just signing up as an MLM. You have to pick who you're going to want to work with. And who's going to support your business. And that's really a hard thing that you did, and it was really wise because you recognized that you needed something more.
Yeah.
And you have to be willing to take that. Unfortunately, sometimes people get a little butthurt over it, but
love on her a ton.
Yeah.
Because you can help change her mindset on it. You know, just speak that life and speak the positive, and yeah, that's all you can do. And like Tab, I really wish I would have thought about signing up with, I mean, I didn't know, obviously I kind of fell into it, but you're so smart to research a coach. And I lost a gal this week, you guys. I've known her. I met her at the Brendan Bouchard World's Greatest Speaker Training down in California. Of course, because I was a new coach, I was chatting with everyone in person, and she came up to Matt and I got her as a friend on Facebook because that's what we do, right? Cha-ching. And so she messaged me this week. She's been watching us for all these years, 3 years. And she joined the sneak peek, Diana, who was in our last sneak peek. And she started going to YouTube and she saw Melanie Mitro. And it was pretty much done from that point. But we had a phone call and I just said, you know what, you are going to make the very best decision for you. And I respect that fully. So you just keep looking and you let me know, because I knew it was kind of over, but I still had that confidence. Like, listen, if you need to be on my team, then I'm going to give you all the one-on-one love I can. Just make sure whoever you sign up with, just make sure they are going to give you one-on-one attention and really care about your business. And she was like, well, tell me more about this one-on-one. And she kept saying one-on-one. And I was like, well, you know,
you have to remember that it's not your coach who's going to make you successful.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I've had people leave my team. I've had one person in particular leave my team to tell me that in 6 months she's going to sign up under someone else. And I thought, well, it's really too bad that you're still going to be there. Because the problem isn't always the coach. I made my mistakes, but the common denominator is us. And unfortunately, just like when you lose weight, if you don't love yourself at the start of it, you're not really going to like who you see in the mirror at the end of it either. Even if you're a new coach, even if you're under a new, you know, you've lost 30 pounds, like, you have to look inward always. If you, I'm reading Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect. I just love what he says, that if you can take absolute 100% ownership of your life, you're free. You've won. And I want you guys to know, I don't talk about myself as a coach and how I feel like I've let my people down. I don't talk about that as self-deprecating. I own my business. So it's failures. I own those too. And I accept them as mine, and it's okay. And I'm going to win some, I'm going to lose some. I'm fully aware that how good it feels to have someone message me and say, hey, I'd like to switch to you as my coach and think about the business, but I just resonated with you. And I think, wow, that feels really great. I must be doing something right. I am 1,000% aware that's going to happen in the reverse as well. Yeah. Right? People are going to leave you for someone else. And that's
why you'll never hear me blaming anyone. Like, it's just the way it's meant to be. You know, I'm not going to talk trash about anybody because it's just, I mean, Lisa, you guys know Lisa Goldsmith, who was on the team last year, right?
Yeah.
We had a little falling out right before Summit. She left. She signed up with Melanie after her 6 months was over. And, you know, Melanie's been posting like Success Starter and Emerald Coach and all these things. I didn't know about it until someone messaged me. And I was like, dang, why'd you message me? I didn't want to really know about that. But good for her, because she wasn't meant to be on my team. She wasn't obviously meant to be with me. And you have to bless and release. And that's just the way it goes, because leadership is not easy, and you got to put on your hard hat and you got to be ready for it, you know, and it's not going to be the last Lisa Goldsmith that probably joins this team. And, you know, you just have to have enough positivity that the negativity, we don't even have time for. Do you know what I mean? We're too busy working our business to even dwell on any of that stuff.
Well, and I'm just going to be an elite top 10 coach in like 2-3 years anyways. And you're just going to wish you would have stayed on my team.
Exactly. I know. You got to prove them wrong.
You're going to think, dang, she looks like fun. I want to be there with her. Why didn't I stay? Well, sorry.
Yeah.
Bye from here.
Oh,
wish you luck.
I love it.
But yeah, no, I mean, and I wish my girl all the luck in the world. I hope she finds a coach that she dreams of having, and that person can inspire her, because she was doing great. And she sent me, you know, some after photos later on, and I was really proud of her, and I think she would do fabulous. And yeah, it's all love. I have other coaches in town even who are part of some of my groups. It's weird, but it's fine.
Oh, that's so great. Well, and Tony Robbins talked about the art of fulfillment. He's like, guys, it's not the science of fulfillment, it's the art of fulfillment. Because if you are doing this and you don't understand what fulfillment truly means to you, he's like, look at Robin Williams. Would you guys say that you love Robin Williams? And like, seriously, 90% of the crowd raised their hands. And he's like, you just said you loved that man because he brought so much joy to all of us as a comedian and as an actor. And then he showed he showed a picture of him, and then he was like, and that man hung himself in his own house in front, like, so his family could see. He didn't know what it felt like to be fulfilled. And that is what you need to understand what this life is about. Because if you hit successful points in your business, you hit diamond, you hit 2-star, you hit 5-star, whatever, that's just success. You're not going to really feel any different. You're going to wake up and be like, oh, this is awesome. And you're going to be like on high for a couple of days. And then you're going to be like, and it's Tuesday. Yeah, what do I do now? You know what? Success feels kind of the same as what we're doing right now. And you have to know the fulfillment in that to really, I think, enjoy life. And that was really powerful when Tony talked about that. It was crazy.
He mentioned on the podcast that I posted for you to listen of his. And that's why, I mean, I 100% know that's why my business has been held back, because God didn't want to give me that until I could appreciate where I was at. And I've just only finally started appreciating where I was at and finding joy in the lack of finances, you know, and just, yeah, fine, we don't have money. I can still be happy. I can still do this business, and I can still feel really, really freaking rich, and that's okay. And like, we had one of Luke's like the central big brother growing up. 2 years ago, he hung himself. So when I heard that podcast, that was really hard for me, because he didn't know that, and he didn't have that. And there are other people out there in our world that don't have that. And we can make such a difference for them. And it's like, what if somebody had just reached out, you know? What if somebody had just said, hey, have you heard of Beachbody? It sounds stupid, but when you think of it like that, it could be like the most important thing you ever say to somebody. Except for don't say it like that. But I mean, yeah, it's just,
that's the big picture. That's the big picture thinking, that when you go to sit down to do invites, you're looking at your why, not the task, not the what. Your why becomes stronger than your what. And we all hate sitting down to do invites. Okay, can we just be real? But when you think about the stories and you think about all the stuff, and it's so magical what can happen, and you let that energy into your life, you're opening up yourself to opportunity, and you're just waiting for it. You're just waiting for it, because it's just a matter of time. I love that. And even if it's a challenger who you feel like went MIA and you're kind of pissed about it, they could be in that situation and you don't know, and they're already kind of under your umbrella. So making sure that you're loving on everybody, even if they're annoying you because they won't message you back. And you're like, this is the 4th voice memo. Are you alive? You know, like, are you here with me? I'm not giving up on you, but I can only meet you halfway. Please message me back, because I can't do this much longer, or whatever, you know, like, cry for them. I don't know. You can tell I have a lot of people that don't message me back, huh?
It's happened to me a lot too. It's all right. I added it to my to-do list of, before I start messaging people, is one of the things on my list is to pray for everyone that I have, and then ask, what do I have to give today?
Yeah.
Before every message.
And like, help me say the right words that they need to hear too.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool too, because from your challenge group, you can do it on your phone, and you can just click members, and then you can go right to you can just message them and then arrow back, and message them and arrow back. So I just did it really quick one morning at like 5:30. I just sent a bunch of voice memos because I'm about to clean people out. I'm like, I got to go research and see if you're on Shakeology first, because I don't want to look it up in my back office, but I'm going to. And then, like, I don't want my group to have such high numbers when there's 5 people posting. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't look good. So, I don't know.
All right, I gotta go to bed.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Arlene. Love you guys. Thanks, Michelle, for sharing.
Thank you.
Oh, and I quit my job today.
I thought you were going to stay for a little bit. It sounded like.
Yeah, I quit.
Bye, Kate. If you need to go, you can go. Drop the bomb. I'm excited.
We talked. She left it open-ended for me. I went over there for like 2 hours, and we cried. And because I told her, like, Hairbenders is a part of me, and it's helped create who I am. And I'm not leaving because I hate this place. It's never been it. And I said, I don't really have like a definitive answer right now. I just know I can't come back right now. And she said, the door is always open. Like, if you want to come back at Christmas, if you want to come back next year, like, just don't worry about it. You can always, you know, come back and get your fingers wet again if you love it. And you can still come to classes here while we have still use the salon for your family's hair on Sundays and stuff like that. So, like, I still have my key, and I'm not going to announce it on social media yet, because I'm going to go to my salon this next meeting in a couple weeks in the morning. And because I talked to her and I said, I'm just going to come in and tell everyone. Oh yeah, for everyone listening, don't tell anyone. Anyways, it's just Melissa. She knows anyways. But yeah, I was gonna go tell everyone this is what I'm doing, and I told her, I said, this is just a real opportunity for me, and I've never felt more woke as a human being as I do right now. And I have to give this a try. And it's the worst time financially for my family to do this. The absolute worst. My husband's been out of work for almost 3 weeks now. Like, we're not doing great, but I still believe in it. And I have to give it a try. So.
Oh man, I'm praying that God shows you. God just showed Matt and I, because he hasn't had a paycheck in almost 2 months. So our savings is going down, and thank the Lord I had that $1,600 week last week, because it's going to be like $500 this week. The volume's so low this week. But God did something so cool for Matt and I just about lost my crap. And I'm so expectant that he's going to do something like that for you guys, to where he is going to provide and show himself so big. You're going to totally know that it was nothing but him. And I actually haven't had God do something like that for me in a really long time. And it was really cool. So I'm so excited. I'll be praying for you a ton. And I know that when you're faithful in the small things, you will be faithful in the big things. And that will make God will be able to use you so much more when you finally have the money to do whatever you want to do and bless whoever you want to bless and give however you want to give and spend the time where you want to spend the time. And you and God are going to remember this time, and you're going to look and be like, God, I remember when this happened, when I felt this way, and look at where you have us now. And it's going to be a time of rejoicing. You guys are going to rejoice, and God is going to rejoice with you. And I'm like, I'll be there too, because you can't get rid of me now. But I know, and just like at Bible study today, Matt was so sad last night. He went to bed early. He woke up this morning, he had something bad happen with work, and we just prayed for him. I'm like, prayer request. I'm like, my husband, because God's trying Matt, and Matt's going to come out faithful, and God's going to come out faithful. And there's nothing more beautiful than that, because we have hope, and
yeah. Oh, shoot.
I love you, girl.
Love you too. Oh, my child will not stay asleep. Shoot.
Okay, well.
I've got one in my arms and one rolling around in his bed, but that's fine. But yeah, no, I've just been really stripped down to the marrow this last couple of weeks. Like, God's just been, like, he's asked me to read my Bible every morning. If you guys see on Instagram that challenge that he's had me, and he's just been stripping me right down to the marrow. Like, in every area, in finances, in my family, and being on my phone, and in praying before things. And like, he's just been bringing me back to a place that I haven't been in a really long time. And it's pretty cool. It's exciting. It's like open heart surgery without anesthetic, but it's cool. You know when God does that.
Mm-hmm.
He strips your heart down, and you're like, that really hurt. I needed it, but dang,
Mm-hmm.
it hurt. But it's cool because, like, Luke's working out again. He's running his own challenge group right now.
Awesome.
And we just started yesterday. He's tracking food for the first time in his life. He's excited. He's feeling good again. And like, we are all going to church again. And